What's good, y'all? In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to create vintage style windbreakers like this in just a few simple steps using my mockups for Procreate and of course Procreate for iPad. What we're going to be working on today is a great way to build your design fundamentals while also giving you plenty of freedom to adapt it for your own personal creative projects. I hope you guys can learn something from this, so be sure to follow along and let's jump right into it. Okay, so first things first, let's go ahead and create a new canvas, and today's canvas that we're going to be working with is going to be 4000 pixels by 4000 pixels at 300 dpi. Now that we have our canvas set up, we're going to go up here to our actions menu, and then we're going to go ahead and add in some text, and then I'm going to go to edit style, and then from here I can go through and adjust the kerning in between each letter, and that's just going to adjust the spacing to make sure everything is consistent between each character. And once we have that typed out, we can go ahead and expand this to size. And I'm just going to duplicate this 2 times, and I'm going to hide those extra 2 layers right now. So now on our first title layer, I'm going to go to the arrow tool, and then I'm going to go to warp. And what that will do is pull up a grid on our text that allows us to edit it. And on this top line here, we're going to go right around to the center. And with warp selected, we're just going to slightly start pulling up. Not pulling up too much, but just kind of slightly adjusting that until we have like a nice arc that's being created on that top line. And then I'm going to go to the second line now and repeat the same steps just by slightly pulling up again. And then once that looks good, we're going to go down to the third line and do that again until we're seeing the arc finally start affecting the entire text we have here. Okay, and once we have that, that looks good. Now I'm going to pull this up a little bit. And once we have that arc set on our main text, we're going to add in one more layer. And this layer, I just have a hard brush selected from the airbrushing selection. And here we're just going to draw out a oval kind of shape. So we're just going to draw that out. And a quick tip when you're drawing out any kind of shape is to draw out the shape and then hold it at the end, like the connector point, and that'll allow you to adjust and rotate the shape any way that you'd want it to go. And once we draw out our oval, there's going to be a little drop down at the top that says ellipse, and from here we can edit our ellipse, so we can turn it into a circle if we want to, or we can keep it in this kind of oval shape. But here it gives us some points for us to start kind of editing, kind of live edit this shape that we just created with our design. Now once we have that oval drawn out, let's go ahead and drop the color black into that. Now looking at our top text, we can get this to look a little bit more in unison with our oval shape. So we're just going to edit it and warp it to make sure that the shape and the arc matches up a little bit better, so everything looks nice and cohesive for our design. That text looks a lot better going into our oval. What we can do is go to one of those duplicated texts that we created earlier, and I'm going to pull this one all the way to the top. And now I'm going to tap once into it, and then I'm going to edit the text. And let's go ahead and change this color to white as well. And I'm going to decrease the size some. So now let's pull up our keyboard, and here we're just going to type out USA. And now we're going to expand this USA to size right about there, and trying to keep everything pretty centered in the middle of our screen as well. Now that we have our USA set, we're going to go to our third and final quattro that we had duplicated, and we're going to drag this one to the bottom. And here I'm just going to type out supply. And of course I'm using my brand here, Quattro Supply, but I would definitely encourage y'all to kind of fill in the blanks with your own personal brands or whatever projects that you're working on. So now we just want to make sure that our supply is centered and matches up at the top of our design as well. And once we have the quattro, once we have our quattro, our USA, and our oval, and our supply down here at the bottom, what we can do is swipe right on everything and go ahead and group this all up. And I'm going to now center this all to the middle of our screen a little bit more. And of course, once our design looks good, we want to also make sure that it looks good on a mockup. So now let's hide this group, and we're going to go ahead and prepare our canvas for some mockups now. And now getting started with our mockup, what we want to do is go to our actions, and then we're going to go to canvas, and then we're going to go to drawing guide, edit drawing guide, and all the way at the end here, we're going to see symmetry, and that's going to create a straight line right down the middle of our screen. And that's exactly what we're looking for. And now that our canvas is set, we're going to go ahead and pull up some mockups. So I'm going to go to Quattro's Tops from Quattro's PROCREATE pack, and I'm going to locate the nylon pullover front. I'll also be sure to link all of the mockups that I use in the description below as well. So let's go ahead and tap this down one time, and now we can expand this to size, and we want to keep this green and blue dot as centered to the middle of our canvas as we can. That's just going to designate the middle of our mockup that we're working on today. Okay, so now we can rename this our outline, and now let's go ahead and duplicate our outline. And we're going to lock this top one down. So now that we have 2 outlines, what I want to do is add in one more layer. And now here's the fun part where we actually get to start designing and bringing this mockup to life. So let's go ahead and select our base color. So the base color for today's mockup, I'm thinking is like a nice rusty red, somewhere maybe in there. And I'm gonna take this color layer and I'm gonna put it below our second outline layer, not the one that's locked, but the other one. And now from here, what we can do is pinch these together. And what that does is it merges the two together. So now we have our color and our other outline merged together as one. But of course, we're just working on our mockup, not the entire canvas. So we wanna make sure that everything that's not on our actual mockup, we can get that out of here. So I'm gonna go up here to selection and I'm going to tap once on the background and I can drag that right off of our screen, leaving just the color on our mockup. If for some reason you're having some issues with this, you're definitely going to need to adjust your selection threshold. So to adjust your selection threshold, what you want to do is again, go to your selection, go to automatic, and then you can tap on your screen. And as you see at the top here, there's a percentage that goes all the way from 0 to 100. We usually want to make sure that our selection threshold is less than like 50, and that's going to be the best way for us to pull the background right off of our mockup. So now that we're just looking at our colored mockup, we can call this our base layer. So now that we have our outline and our base, let's go ahead and add in another layer. And for this, I'm going to rename this our white. And now on our white layer, let's go ahead and select our color to white, like a slightly off-white color here. And then from here, we're gonna select any kind of brush. I'm just gonna be using the dry ink brush from Guacho's brushes. So now here on our white layer, and we have our off-white color selected, we're gonna turn on drawing assist, and we're also gonna turn on clipping mask. And what drawing assist does is it allows for anything we do to one side of our canvas, it copies over to the other side. And that's because we set up that symmetry guide initially. And that's very helpful, of course, for designing mockups like this one here. I'm going to go down here to the bottom of our mockup and I'm just going to draw a straight line out. And again, when we're drawing any kind of shape that goes for straight lines as well, what we could do is just draw it straight out and then hold it at the end when we're done. And then we can select and edit it and tweak it a little bit if we need to. And now just using any random brush, I'm just going to color in to fill in this little area down here. So now that we have that bottom line set, I'm going to go up here to the top of our mockup now and start drawing out kind of like an arc shape. And again, just holding on, and now we can edit it and get that arc a little bit more how we'd want it to go. So don't worry about getting it too perfect. Okay, so now I'm going to erase some of this off of our collar area and off of this area as well. And now I'm just going to color in all of this here, just creating a nice little shape detail on the top of our mockup. And now just following the curve of this shape here, I'm going to continue it down some, creating like another arc style shape on our sleeves here. And we can kind of and tweak that to where we need it to go. I think that shape looks pretty nice. And now we can just fill in this area as well. I think that's looking nice so far, but I'm going to add in a little bit more to the shape here. So I'm just going to add in one more curve and then just kind of fill in this area here. And that leaves us with the shape kind of like that. I think that looks really nice. So now that we have all our white areas selected, let's go ahead and add in another layer. And this one is going to be our black, just to add in a nice bit of contrast. Again, we're going to make sure that this is selected to clipping mask as well as drawing assist. And instead of going flat black, we're just going to do like a dark gray. I think that'll kind of get the same point across as black. I just feel like it's really strong and really overbearing on the mockup sometimes. So that's why I usually go with like a darker gray color. I'm going to go to our sleeves here and draw out an angled line like that. So now I can color in everything below this line here just to fill out our shape. Okay, so now on our black again, I'm going to draw out a straight line right above this white line that we created just to create some separation there. And I'm also going to create some outlines for our sleeves and this arc that we created up top here as well. Again, with that same kind of gray color. So I'm just going to draw this out like that. Still on our black layer, I'm going to draw out a line above our pocket area as well. So we're just going to draw that out and hold. And then we can draw out another line. And this is going to make out a center stripe kind of detail. Okay, and I think everything is looking really nice here so far. And I'm just going to draw out a line above our black now. Again, just continuing that kind of contrast theme between the black and the white. And I'm also going to do the same with the sleeves as well. So now that our mockup is looking nice, let's go down here to our design group that we started off with. And we're going to duplicate it. And we're going to now flatten it. And now let's bring it up here to the top of everything. So now really quick, before we actually throw this onto our mockup, let's go up here to selection. And we're going to tap down one time on each of these letters with our automatic selection tool selected. And we're going to drag that again right off of our screen. And now we can go ahead and make sure that this is under our outline layer. It's set to clipping mask already once we pull it in. But let's decrease it to size now and adjust it to the area that we want it to go. So I want for this design to be pretty big on our pullover here. So now that the placement looks pretty good, We're going to tap on it one time, go to alpha lock. So now once we have alpha lock on, I'm going to select this off-white color again, and I'm going to start coloring right onto our text here. And that's what alpha lock does. It basically locks the pixels down so we can quickly adjust any kind of colors that we'd want to. Okay, so now let's just go through our layers really quick. So we have that top outline layer, we have our supply design, we have our black layers, we have our white layers, and of course we have our base as well. So now that our mockup is looking really nice, we want to start adding in some extra details to really make this mockup pop and bring it to life. And those extra details are going to be shadows and highlights. So I'm just going to be using the Acid Wash 1 brush from Quattro's Mockup Pack, or any soft brush will do. But let's go ahead and select this again to Clipping Mask and Drawing Assist. And let's rename this while we're at it. And we're going to call this our shadows layer. And our color is selected to flat black. And now what I want to do is just kind of following the natural curve of our mockup. I'm just going to start going around and kind of carving out our shape for our mockup here. And as we see, that's kind of already starting to make it pop a little bit, make it look a little bit realistic. And usually what I like to do is lay on the shadows pretty thick because we can always go back and tweak and edit them afterwards. But the most important thing is just kind of laying them down in the places where shadows would usually go. So that's usually like right around the base, right around the sleeve areas. So let's go ahead and adjust the opacity on this really quick. Turn that down to about 40%. Also make sure we get in the collar area as well. And I'm going to punch these shadows up a little bit more. Let's go 50 on them. So now that our shadows are set, let's go ahead and add in one more layer. And we're going to rename this our highlights. And this brush, we're just going to have it again selected to that same kind of off-white color. With the shadows, like I said, I usually go around the contours of our mockup. And with the highlights, what I like to do is go on the interior of those contours that I created, and just kind of coloring in the lines and just kind of creating a shape kind of like that right in the middle of our shadows area. And it really makes the highlights pop because it's surrounded by the dark contrast of the shadows. And we can do that same thing on the base of our body as well. Just being very subtle with it. I don't usually go too crazy with the highlights, but of course everything is up to your personal taste as well. So I'm going to go back through our layers really quick one more time. So we have our outline layer, we have that highlights that we just created, we have those shadows, we have our supply design, we have our black shape areas, we also have our white shape areas, and of course we have this base color. And the cool thing about this base color here is that if we wanted to really quick, if we weren't feeling the red this entire time, what you could do is just go to our base and drop down the color blue, and you can turn it to blue, you turn it to purple, green, whatever color you might want. You could quickly adjust that colorway, but I'm pretty satisfied with this red colorway. I think that about wraps up our design for today. And yeah, if you liked the video, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, all those good things. My Mockup Packs and other products of mine are available now on my website at quattrosupply.com. So if you're interested, definitely be sure to check those out. There's also a lot we didn't get to go over today, which is fine. Just be sure to leave a comment below of what you want to see more of, and I got y'all with that. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.